Hey, it's Dollar Bill Reviews! This is an episode I've lost count and I really don't care. As always, I am Dollar Bill and I am with...
Dane Forgione.
Yeah, every time we record this show. And
I should point out that I think it's kind of important to have episode numbers because for all we know, this could be like episode 100 and it's important.
I believe it's episode 32. Okay. I think, or 30. It's around, I think it's 32 because I just put up 31 last month. Yeah, it's 32. Yeah. So today, if you haven't noticed about something about me and Jane, is that we're professional wrestling fans.
For heaven's sakes, we're on a podcast dedicated to wrestling.
Yeah, Wrestle Riffs. Listen to it. TV4YourMind.com. Yeah. Plug.
Mike, we'll take our check now.
Yes, our $2. Anywho, yeah, me and Dane are really big wrestling fans. Pretty much, WWE, WCW. Well, maybe, yeah, WCW. Anything. TNA. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. No, screw TNA. TNA we like is, what I'm talking about. Boobs and butts. Anywho. But yeah, we watch professional wrestling on a regular basis. We love it. I wouldn't say we're fascinated with it, but we go to our local indie feds at least once a month.
Indeed.
And today, of all things, we're talking about wrestling figures. Now, I have regular wrestling figures off to the side here that you'll probably recognize. Some classic guys.
Well, now, Bill is about to tell you a story of how he acquired these particular wrestling figures.
Yes.
He's been building it up for weeks and weeks.
Yes.
But you know what? I'll let him tell the story.
Yes. These are the Mystical Warriors of the Ring. It's from an indie company. And these guys were like fans of the muscle figures from the 80s, if any of you remember those. So yeah, these guys are in muscle pink. Not all of them have articulation, just this one guy does. But the rest of them are pretty, like how muscle figures were. Just stagnant minifigures, like this. Can't really do much with them. But Mystical Warriors of the Ring is from an independent company. They have a website. Just basically go to Google and type in Mystical Warriors of the Ring. And it'll be the first thing that pops up. So,
real talk, every time you say the name, I keep thinking of that show, Mystical Warriors of Tierra Nog, or...
Mystical Knights of Tyrannode?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mystic Knights of Tyrannode. Yeah, show sucked.
Apparently Tiny Tim is singing the theme song?
Yeah, he kind of did.
Either that or just the Toy Fairy?
Yeah. Shut up! Okay.
I'm married!
What?
Flashback.
Flashback. Go back earlier episode. About 2 years ago. It's been that long. Wow.
God.
Anywho, yes. These are the Mystical Warriors of the Ring. They're just, little tiny guys. They're a bit pricey.
If I had to give one critique of it, they're all pink blobs, and it just looks like...
Oh, like I said, these ones are based upon the muscle figures back in the 80s.
Yeah, but even then, I had a couple of muscle figures, and it was just so hard to tell them apart sometimes because they were pink blobs, and they only had little subtle nuances that set them apart.
Yeah, these ones, they're all anthropomorphic animals. You have a tiger.
That's a toy.
Tiger. A crocodile. A spider guy. Not Spider-Man. You have a lion. Got a wolf. Got a gorilla. Right there. You got this little mouse guy announcer right here.
Of course, a mouse is the announcer.
Now, the reason why this guy's a different color than this, he was actually not supposed to come with the set. They accidentally, they messed up my order, and they shipped it late. And they threw this in as an added bonus. This figure in itself is like $2.
It's Mouseword Finkel.
It's Mouseword Finkel.
Down the aisle, Sergio.
Squeak, squeak. But yeah, all these guys have names. They have bio cards. If you want to look them up, the Mystical Warriors of the Ring, you can look up their bios. I really am not going to read them off because it would take too long just by looking at this, so I'm not going to do it, and I'm not a fast reader. But yeah, the ring itself, it's $5 for the ring. You know, it's got the bouncy ropes and everything like that. You know, you guys can bounce off. You know, you can have little wrestling matches, and they're good for kids because they're hard to break. They're made out of hard PVC plastic. They do come in other colors. They come in green, glow in the dark, like a metallic black, blue. This guy comes in multiple colors: gold, copper, just different on-set colors depending on what your preference is. Me, I went for the muscle pink because I had muscle figures when I was a kid, and I wish I would never have gotten rid of them.
Because pink is our fleshy color, and we're all naked on the outside.
Exactly. Vince McMahon, Titus O'Neil, you're suspended for hugging me.
Oh, well, you know what? We'll discuss this off camera.
Yeah,
there's more to that story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, I suppose that it doesn't favor O'Neil or McMahon in this.
Well, we'll talk about it off camera.
Okay,
It's too long to explain here.
All right. Now let's move on to the coup de grace over here. We got.
Whoa, coup de grace. Have you been using my word of the day calendar though?
That was your word of the day on your calendar?
Well, actually, it was salmon, but I digress.
Yeah. Okay. Like figures. All right. Moving on. First up, we have, and these are all old school WWF era figures right here. We got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat,
who looks just like this today. He's still, well, maybe he has less hair,
and he's gray.
He's still ripped.
He still looks like this today, and the guy moves around the ring like a 30-year-old man. And he's close to 60. He's like 60, isn't he?
Yeah.
The dude, go back. It's at a WrestleMania. I think it was a WrestleMania 25 or 26. He got in the ring with Jericho, and he went toe-to-toe with Jericho. It was amazing.
And not only that, he came back for another match after that.
And another one after that. He had, what, about 5 matches that year?
Yeah, about 5 or 6 matches.
And he hasn't lost a step. He was retired for, 20 years?
It's true. Came
back, didn't miss a step, and everybody's just amazed. Unlike Snuka, who can, barely move. Or is he dead?
Well, I mean, when he's not killing people. Allegedly. About as allegedly as O.J. Simpson. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anywho, it's got the arms go all the way around. The elbows has a 90-degree angle. The wrists move and they twist. The head has got a bit of a ball joint. It has torso movement. This
Actually, is real talk.
Yeah.
If you move the wrist in a certain way, it goes from tough guy to.
Yes. I'm gonna punch you.
WrestleMania 3 match.
I'm gonna punch you. Okay.
I don't know. I've always found that.
These move. This here is the basic figure, though. They have more advanced ones that have better articulation, which I will be getting to those. I have 2 of the standard. This here, I saw this. It was $9 over at Walmart. It was like $9.57. So I had to pick it up because it was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Look at that. Look at that design right there. The dragon on his boot.
Look at that tush.
See?
Sweet.
Yeah, that is really nice. I saw that and I couldn't resist the price. It was like this. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a Big Show. Oh, I'm not buying Big Show. There's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I'm gonna buy that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a lot of old school guys right now. Now, the only problem is Hogan, because he said a certain word, it's going to be hard to find a figure. But those are still out there in, like, Toys R Us and stuff. So,
you know what I hate more than anything, brother? Naggers. hours because they're always complaining.
Exactly. Well,
What did you think I was going to say?
yeah, I thought you were going to say nuisances. Other than that. But yeah, the basic figures, how do you tell the difference between the standard, these figures and the well, there's no ab crunch. All the other ones have, all the, like prime figures have an ab crunch, and their legs have a swivel joint in the thing. It's not just a simple forward, back joint. They're more articulated. But these are good for, like, the little kids. You know what I mean? If you got little kids, they're basic. You can do a pile driver with it. You pretty much, moonsaults, stuff like that. Pretty much your average figure. All right, now, moving on. We all know who this guy is.
Well, I can't really... Oh, don't smoke!
It's the Ultimate Warrior. God rest his soul. Yep, he's pretty much...
Guy does a final speech on Raw 2 days before he dies. You can't script things like that.
No, he died that night. He died, that night.
Craziness. Absolute craziness.
10, it was 8 hours later after Raw, he died.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. He did.
Actually, Dad, come in here a second. While we're on the subject of figures, by the way, this is my dad, everybody. Well, you're not on camera; you're actually on audio.
Oh.
Do you think we still have those LJN figures up in the attic? The big rubber ones that you can kill people with? The wrestling figures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, because we're talking about figures, and I'm like, well, the LJN figures, we got a whole ton of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you mail them to me, I'll do a review and I'll mail them back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
the Ultimate Warrior right here. He's another standard figure. But the cool thing is they actually tried to model their physiques. So you got.
No, I wouldn't say that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. We got, he's got his tassels, he's got his war paint on. This is pretty much what he looked like if he was on a Saturday night main event. Am I right? That's pretty much what he would look like right there.
Yeah, that's a close approximation.
Yeah, this is pretty much his Intercontinental Championship days right here.
Maybe WrestleMania 6?
No, because he went full out really I wouldn't say flamboyant. He spent a lot of money on his outfit, let's say that. At WrestleMania 6 when he faced Hogan. That was 6, right? When he faced Hogan? For the title? Okay. Yeah, this here is Honky Tonk 1988. 89.
Give me somebody to wrestle. Splat.
He just wins in what was it, 15 seconds? Something like that, 30 seconds.
The garden went nuts.
It just was that SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. Watch not even just for Bill, but for any wrestling fan. Watch that video. The crowd goes absolutely ballistic when he wins.
And the match wasn't that long. It was a squash match. Literally,
yeah, but people still went crazy.
It was, people were just like, oh my god, he picked him up over his head and slammed him down. Basically, if you've never seen Ultimate Warrior, which if you haven't, shame on you. His move was he would pick the guy up, like so.
Slam him down.
He would go forward and they would fall. Bam! Please. And then they'd end up rolling over that hurt. And he'd run into the ropes and then he'd splash them. And the weird thing is, he when he would splash, it wasn't like he would just go, like that. No, he would do this weird, worm splash. he'd be like,
Unless he was running house shows with Andre, then he would just beat him with 3 clotheslines.
Oh, yeah. There's a match. It was never recorded. There was a time he wouldn't, and he clotheslined him, and then Andre got ticked off and just put his fist forward like this, and he ran and he smacked right in Andre's fist.
Well, Warrior was not exactly the brightest crayon in the box.
No, he had to learn his place.
Pretty much.
And Andre was there to make him learn his place. Even in Andre's
like, You are what's called Dingo Warrior. You suck.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's pretty much the same articulation as this one right here. But yeah, he's a little more ornate because it's Ultimate Warrior. Alright, now we're moving on to the more articulate figures. And now we're moving on. You feel it shaking? You feel the shaking? You feel the shaking? It's Earthquake!
It's the Shark!
The Shark!
I think it was called in WCW.
The Typhoon, not Typhoon,
Avalanche.
Avalanche! Avalanche. You see, they needed another big guy. You had the Earthquake, you had Typhoon, you needed a big, broad, and collar Hurricane. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I say big, broad, I mean a big woman.
Hey, Karma's not doing anything right now.
Well, half the team's dead, and of course, they called him Typhoon when he went in Avalanche when he got in WCW. But here's the thing, Vince had a perfect opportunity to bring in another big guy. Call him Avalanche.
It's true.
And it could have been a whole
natural
disasters, and they could have been their own stable of just massive people.
Hey, real talk.
Yeah.
Could they have brought in a black guy and called him Mudslide?
Vince would have done that.
You know something? I'm totally saying that in jest, but I bet you he would have done that.
And you know what? The black guy would have went with it too. He'd have been, that's funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
They wouldn't have cared.
Actually, real quick story while you show off the figure, as you can see, this
Yep.
whole articulation.
Yep.
Did you ever see the WrestleMania 10 match that Earthquake had with Adam Bomb?
No, I'm gonna have to watch that one.
I don't know the story behind it, but this was during Howard Finkel's What the Hell feud with Harvey Whippleman.
Oh, where they had that tuxedo match?
Yeah, and Harvey's busting Howard Finkel's chops, and Howard fights back. Adam Bomb comes out and starts harassing Howard Finkel. Earthquake comes lumbering down. The bell rings. Earthquake wins in about 20 seconds, and then Earthquake's like, okay, I won. And he just leaves.
He got his pay-per-view money.
And it's like, oh, well, there you go.
There you go. He got his pay-per-view money. So, yeah. He was happy about that.
Oh, John Tenta, we hardly knew you.
Yeah. So sad that he died.
Indeed.
Yeah. If people are wondering, I'm trying to make a mad dash here because my battery's about to die.
Oh my God, no.
Professionalism, everybody. Professionalism. Oh, so I'm talking here. Dane, sing a song.
I love big butts and I cannot lie. You what the brothers can't deny.
When a girl walks in.
What an itty. I'm morphing into Richard Cheese. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty face and a round ting in your face, you get sprung.
All right. I got the.
Did you do it?
It's plugged in. I got the.
If it stops.
Nah, it's plugged in.
Okay.
It's plugged in because the battery sign's gone. All right.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Yes, Earthquake. He was actually one of my favorites as a kid.
Were you were one of the people, I bet, when Earthquake squashed Hulk Hogan, you were like, yeah, Earthquake!
I kind of was. But yeah, the ab crunch right here. Legs twist. He's got an upper thigh. Everything pretty much right here. It's pretty much a dead-on look for him.
Well, I'm most certain John used to do that.
Yeah. Now, we're moving on to Vader.
Now, Vader's a fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's what he used to. That's what he said.
That's what he said one time. Yeah. Excuse the language, but he did say that. But yeah.
I don't use bad language on this show unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, unless it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, same articulation with this. The mask does come off. I don't like taking off the mask. This episode's going to be a lot longer. It's probably going to be a 45-minute episode, people.
and hey, I bet you if you squeeze his legs, his eye pops out like against Stan Hansen.
Bap! Oh, my eye! That was a brutal match. But yeah,
It's like, hey, Stan, can we take 5? My freaking eye just popped out.
Stan's just like, nope!
I don't think so.
Boom! Alright, moving on.
Vader gets no script.
Oh, by the way, Vader gets, he has his little entrance mask that he wears.
Oh, that Mastodon thing?
That Mastodon Samurai Darth Vader horned thing. Still cool to this day.
It's true.
Now, I'm going to do these guys in tandem because you have to. The Road Warriors. Or the Legion of Doom, whatever. They're called both.
It's interchangeable.
It's interchangeable. The team's called...
These guys, I loved these guys. Growing
This was my all-time favorite tag team. Still the best tag team ever.
I used to be able to do the Hawk.
Oh.
Well...
Well!
Again, quick story.
Quick story.
I was watching a old ECW show. This had to be from 94, 95. And Hawk was there as a guest.
Yeah.
And there's like about a dozen little kids like hovering around him as he's doing an interview. And like they're all just like, they're just like, oh, Hawk, blah, 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 blah. And you hear somebody off camera go, hey, get away from Hawk. Move on, you little brats. It's just like, I'm sure Hawk would have eaten some of those kids.
Hawk really liked kids. Some of his
He
biggest...
had 3 for breakfast. Ah!
He never really... I don't think he ever had any of his own, but he liked kids.
What? Was he married?
I think he was, but he never had kids. That I know of. No. I know Animal did. His son plays pro football for the Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Los Angeles Rams now, yes. His son went to the Ohio State University.
Not just a Ohio State.
The Ohio State University, yes.
Actually, Bill is from Ohio.
Yeah,
And I once accidentally called it Ohio State, and he was just like, no, it's the Ohio State.
It's the Ohio State University, yes. And any Ohio State fan will tell you that, no, it's the Ohio State University.
But now, this is, these figures,
Yes.
I'm guessing this is the WWE iteration?
WWF iteration.
Well, yeah, I mean, WWF.
They're first when they first appeared.
It's we don't. To my knowledge, I've never seen the AWA figures. You know, back in the days where Hawk and Animal were just absolutely psychotic and they killed people in like 10 seconds.
That's what they were paid to do. And that's what they would have told you. Basically, Vern said, go out there and just wreck them. That's when they did. Because they were like 300-pounders. They were both of them. They were just massive. But yeah, pretty much the same articulation on these guys.
Lovely.
Yes.
Absolutely lovely.
Now,
next.
Next. But here's the one that's he's very flamboyant, but he's like one of the strongest guys ever. And he's bizarre.
The British Bulldog.
I'm going to win Royal Rumble because I'm bizarre. Yes, he actually said that.
To this day, I still do not understand what that was supposed to mean.
He was caught off guard because he was just coming in. And they're just like, British Bulldog, here's a microphone in your face.
Well, you know, it's funny because at the beginning of that promo, you hear him shouting to a bunch of people, am I going to win the Rumble?
Yeah. And, he comes.
Oh, God.
It's Al Snow again.
Ow, get out of here.
Lord. Anywho.
Can't I be pretty?
Can I be pretty? Anyways, but yeah, the whole British Bulldog thing, it's just like It's like, he was good behind the mic when he wanted to be, if he was prepared. But they caught him off guard. I mean, it wasn't like Al Snow, he's good behind the mic, he's a good improver. You gotta be a good improv guy to be good behind the mic.
I just totally imagine now, British Bulldog like, oh crap, what do I say?
I'm bizarre.
I know, I'll say I'm bizarre.
But, yeah, this is about, I think, WrestleMania. This is the WrestleMania when it was, when Hogan faced Slaughter.
Yes.
Outfit.
Yes.
When he faced Warlord.
It was the battle of the half Nelsons, or full Nelsons.
Battle of the Roids is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, you're like, hey, why does he have an African-American hairdo? Dreadlocks. Well, you silly
Oi,
twunts.
I'm the British Bulldog. My old partner's in a wheelchair.
And I'm dead.
Oh.
Alright, well, twunts. The Celts, which is, the Celtic people, which is, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. They had dreadlocks too.
It's true.
It's true. So, this is a traditional Celtic hairdo. Right here. Right here. Dreadlocks. You can look it up. It's true fact. Look it up.
In fact, do it right now. Go, look it up, and we'll wait.
Did you look it up yet?
Yep, did you do it? See, we told you.
We're going to know if you lie. Because I looked it up. But yeah, this is from, I believe, WrestleMania. This is 7?
WrestleMania 7.
Or 8?
No, 7.
7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, when they had to change the venue because of low ticket sales. Oh, wait, excuse me, because of terrorist threats.
Yeah, because of Slaughter.
Yeah. Quick secret, folks. There was no terrorist threat.
No. Literally, they didn't sell enough tickets. This was...
They had to go to the LA Sports Coliseum. At least I believe that was what it was.
Yeah, just because this is when McMahon was going under that whole steroid thing almost. Or about when it started.
See, you learn things on this show.
Thanks, Billy Jack Haynes.
You're welcome.
You toothless turd.
All the way from Portland.
All the way from Portland. Didn't make an impact. Okay, moving on. But yeah, see, he has his pretty little, Union Jack flag cape here. He's proudly British. He's got the Union
Margaret
Jack.
Thatcher and all that jazz.
Yes, teas and crumpets. He's got, the Union Jack right here. He has British across his waist right here. And Bulldog right here. And on his butt, it says Bulldog again. If you can see that right there. And he has...
And on his on the side, it says Matilda.
I wish it did. That would have been awesome.
I wonder if they ever made a Matilda figure.
No, they haven't. And I wish they would have had at least
For those of you who are asking, Matilda was the Bulldog mascot of the British Bulldogs.
And she was a cute little thing.
Yes.
And it says bull and dog on his arm things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pretty much same articulation as the rest of them. Moving on.
Next.
Well, there is no more. That was it. But here's a bonus figure, which I got recently. It has nothing to do with wrestling, but it's a tokusatsu figure. I recently got the manga design of Kamen Rider Ichigo.
This is the point in the episode where I can't even pretend like I know what the hell's going on.
Dana has no idea. This is where he shows the real nerd of Bill. Right here. It's SH Figure Arts, blah, 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 blah. Just showing it off. I'm not reviewing it. I'm just saying, here, look at it. It's pretty. Isn't it pretty? It's just beautiful.
You know who would work in this episode is our friend Jason Diaz.
Jace the Ace, which I'm going to have him on one episode. When it comes to, if we do a Tokusatsu episode, which we more likely will, because I have a ton of that stuff right over here. All right. Anyways, like, subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button in the face.
Comment, and if you give me a negative comment, you're going to get a virtual middle finger from me, because I don't put up with that crap. And if you don't like the video, I don't care. I don't do this for you. I do it for people that love me.
It'll be like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they track down the people who did negative comments. Excuse me, are you Bob Bobson? Yeah.
Pop! Yeah. Well, anyways, like, subscribe, share. Alright, don't load it on Facebook or I'll find you.
Well, we know where you live.
I'll find out. I'm good on the computer. Anyways, I'm Bill.
And I'm Dane.
And we'll see you next month on Dollar Bill Reviews.
Bye-bye.
Bye!